Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Good morning, Popeyes. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are going to be starting at Namprel Road in Negril. We are heading towards Savannah Lamar, both in the parish of Westmoreland. Sit back, relax and drive with me. Now, the Lucy United Church Social Outreach Committee, they are presenting their back to school medical clinic. This clinic, it will be hosted by Dr. Conway Garden and friends. It will be held at the Lucy United Church in Lucy on Saturday, August 13th, 2022. It will be starting from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Ensure that you bring the children or children's school medical form, as also their immunization card. This is free. Remember that schools want medical reports for the children, and this is a way to save some money that you would have to pay for doctor's visit. That's this Saturday, August 13th at the Lucy United Church in Lucy in the parish of Hanover. Check it out. Now, remember that we have our back to school giveaway coming up. The giveaways, they will be starting soon because I want to do all the giveaways before my birthday, early September. For persons who wish to donate to the cause, if you look on the screen, there is the number that you should WhatsApp us on. It's 876-343-1034. That's 876-343-1034. Now, that WhatsApp number is for only persons who wish to donate. All other queries or messages should be sent to 876-458-9111. That's 876-458-9111. Please send us messages. If you call us, it is likely that your calls will not be answered. We are always telling you that this is a one-man team. Some of you don't believe it, but it's true. Everything you see on this channel, it is done by one man. I shot the videos, I research and I investigate the stories, I voice the videos, I edit the videos, and I respond to the comments. I am the only person who read the messages that comes in. So it's a whole heap of work. Some persons are saying, but how comes you always say we or us instead of me or I? Let me explain that to you. I have developed that way of speaking a long time ago. I used to listen to Muta Baruka a lot, and you will never hear Muta Baruka saying me or I. When he was asked, what did the we refer to when he was speaking about himself? He said it meant me, myself, and I. And that is what I mean. Also, I try not to let this channel be about me. I want it to be about us, meaning you and I. I am hoping I cleared up some ambiguities. Yeah, man. It's one man. So, now watch the we, nor the us. It's only Popeye. Or Popeye and you. Got it? So, we have two apologies to make. Yesterday, we had said that lady on your screen, she transitioned last week, but it is actually yesterday morning at 9:30 that she transitioned. Brooksy, I read the message you sent too fast, so we were thinking it's last week. My apologies. We also told you that she used to work at the Mannings High School for over 40 years. Well, we were corrected by some Mannings past student who reminded us that it's Mannings School, not Mannings High School. Now, once again, condolences to the family and friends of Miss Cunningham. May her sweet soul rest in peace. Now, on to the stories. We are learning that early yesterday morning, Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, about 7 o'clock, a female pump attendant employed to a gas station in Montego Bay she was held up and robbed. We are learning that this pump attendant, she was at work at one of the pumps when a hoodlum walked up. It is said that this hoodlum, he brandished a gun and held up this lady. She was robbed of the morning sales at the pump, a little bit under 20,000 Jamaican dollars. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on foot in the area, just like that. In the next story, an American citizen will be going to the court in Montego Bay today. This is after he was arrested and charged at the Donald Sangster International Airport yesterday, Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, about some minutes to 2 o'clock. That man, his name is Javius Mitchell. He is 29 years old and he's a lab technician. He's living in the state of Georgia in the United States of America. So hear this now. After I tell you this story, I'm going to be making some comments. And we know that the comments that we are going to be making are going to be upsetting some people. But, like we always tell you, if you are upset, that is your business. Over here, we speak truth. So hear this now. Javius, he's a licensed firearm holder in the state of Georgia. He's the holder of a state carry license. And he owns a 9mm pistol. Javius, he arrived in Jamaica about a week ago with his spouse. They stayed at a hotel in Ocho Rios. As a matter of fact, we are told that this was the first time they were coming to Jamaica. We are also learning that they both obtained their passports in late June so they could travel to Jamaica. Now, Javius, he came to Jamaica with a khaki and brown colored one-strap bag. This bag, he carried it as his carry-on luggage. Yesterday, when Javius, he was returning to the United States, he was going through the checkpoint at the Donald Sangster International Airport. That bag, it was scanned and it was observed that something unusual was inside the bag. The bag was searched in his presence by the police, and in a small zipper pocket on the outside of the bag, the police found one 6-SAR magazine. This magazine, it contained 8 rounds of 9mm cartridges. Javius, he admitted that the magazine was his and he didn't remember that it was in the bag. Javius was arrested and charged by the police for illegal possession of ammunition. Javius, he will be facing his judgment in court today. And one thing that we must appreciate is that ignorance of the law is no excuse. It is sad that on his first trip to Jamaica, he found himself in this mess. But here is my issue with this. I want to realize that people at the airports in the United States of America, they don't give a damn about what is coming to Jamaica. That is a carry-on luggage, which I am sure was scanned at the airport where Javian left when he was coming to Jamaica. So, how did they miss that magazine with the rounds? And Uno customs officer at the airport. How comes Javius passed through coming to Jamaica with this? I bet you, you customs officer, I bet you know that if I was coming back to Jamaica and I hide a phone in my shoes, in my suitcase, you would have find it and charge me a bag of money. Yeah man, you customs officer. Ah boy. And talking about licensed firearm holder, we are learning that a Jamaican licensed firearm holder was on Monday of this week arrested and charged by the Montego Bay police for the offenses of assault at common law, illegal possession of firearm, and unlawful wounding. This was as a result of an incident that took place on Saturday afternoon, August 6th, 2022, about 4 o'clock. It took place at Rhine Park in the parish of St. James. So here is what we are learning. 2 females, they were involved in an argument. Both females, they started throwing stones at each other. It is said that a child was hit by one of the stones. It is alleged that a man who was in the yard where the child was hit, he then walked over to the female who threw the stone that hit the child, and it is alleged that this man, he had a gun in his hand. The allegations are that he held onto the female and pushed her to the ground, causing her to cut her right hand. It is further alleged that this man, he pointed the gun to the female's face and threatened to kill her. A report was made to the police. We are told that on Monday, August 8, 2022, this man, he attended the Montego Bay police station with his lawyer, where he was arrested and charged after a question and answer session. This man, he has been identified as Richard Wu. He is 44 years old and he's a customer service manager. His licensed firearm, it was also seized by the police. So he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. Let me tell you something. A licensed firearm, it is so hard to get and so easy to lose in Jamaica. Ah boy. Now, from the other day, I have been talking about incidents of crime being committed near to the Barnett Street police station. It don't look good at all. And if you can't police under your nose, where else are you gonna police? This latest incident, it took place early yesterday morning, Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, shortly before 5 o'clock. It took place at the Montego Bay Transport Center, just a stone throw away from the Barnett Street police station. We are learning that a loud explosion, sounding like gunshot, was heard in the bus park. Persons who were in the bus park, they went to investigate. When they made checks, they saw a man. Now, this man, his name is Allan Morgan, but some people call him Soupy. He was 65 years old and he lived at Brandon Hill in the parish of St. James. We are told that for many years, he has been selling soup in the bus park. Soupy, he was found lying down in a pool of blood. The police were informed and we are told that when they went to the scene and inspected Soupy, he had a single gunshot wound to his head. He apparently died on the spot. For whatever reason or reasons, Hoodlum decided that this hard-working man who was out almost every day selling his soup to make a living, someone decided that they were gonna stop him from living. Sad indeed. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? If you have not yet hit on the thumbs up button, remember to hit on it. Yeah man, I know the stories are interesting, I know the stories. They are very, very interesting. But now is your chance. Or we are reminding you now, hit on the thumbs up button. If you are over here watching our videos and you're not subscribed yet, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that as soon as we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. It no cost you a dime or a dollar to subscribe to this channel. So in the final story for today, and you're gonna want to listen this one from the start to the end. It is very, very interesting. That man that you're seeing on your screen, his name is Headley Malcolm, but he was popularly known as Blacka. Last month, July, Blacka celebrated his 47th birthday. Blacka, he was a mechanic. He was also a taxi driver. Blacka lived at Williamsfield in the parish of Westmoreland. Blacka is married and is the father of, well, up to last year, Blacka, he was the father of 4 children. What do I mean by that? A DNA was done and it was found out that a daughter that Blacka, he thought was his for over 20 years, was not his. We are told that the rightful father came forward. The other children are a son, age 16, another son, age 11, and a daughter, age 6. All the kids, Blacka's wife is their mother. Hear this now. Blacka and his wife, they have been going through some marital problems. In fact, they are separated. We are told that Blacka, his wife, she wanted to put an end to the relationship, but Blacka didn't want that. But they are separated. It is said that Blacka and his wife, they are engaged in divorce proceedings in the courts. The matter also involved how their properties would be shared among them. We are learning that in December 2021, Blacka, he was beaten up by a man known as Mickey. It is alleged that Blacka's wife, she was present when Blacka was being beaten up. It is also alleged that Mickey, he used a gun to hit Blacka in his head, causing a serious wound. It is also alleged that Mickey and Blacka's wife are involved in a relationship. Are you following me? Mickey, he was subsequently arrested and charged by the police. He was charged for injuring Blacka with a gun. So he was facing wounding and gun charges. Now, whilst Mickey was in jail, we are told that Blacka, he was being urged to drop the case against him. But Blacka, he decided that him nah drop it. On April 25th this year, an attempt was made on Blacka's life. The car that Blacka was driving, a Toyota Corolla, it was shot up at Williamsfield in the parish of Westmoreland. Luckily, Blacka was not harmed. It is suspected that although the person who Blacka made the gun allegations against was in police custody, this shooting was carried out by persons who were encouraging Blacka to drop the case. Like we said, luckily, in that incident, Blacka was not harmed. We are told that Mickey, who was in custody, he was granted bail about a month or two ago. He is now on the street. We are told that Blacka, he was still being urged to drop the case, but he decided that no, I am not dropping it. Remember, we told you about Blacka's 3 kids. We are told that Blacka and his estranged wife, they are living in separate houses. So in the morning, the 3 children, they would go to Blacka's house for breakfast, and in the evening, they would return for dinner. So yesterday evening, Wednesday, August 10th, the 3 kids, 16, 11, and 6 years old, they went to their father for dinner. About some minutes to 9 o'clock last night, they were ready to go back home. Blacka, he walked with them out of his house, but they got information that no one was at his wife's house. The house was locked up. What you have to understand is that where Blacka was now living, it wouldn't be comfortable for the kids to sleep overnight. Are you following me? Yeah, man. So by now, Blacka and his 3 kids, they were in the yard and they got information that the house, their mother's house, was locked up. We are told that Blacka, he called the Withorn police station and he was complaining to the police officer about the situation. The police at Withorn, they would have known about what was happening with Blacka and his wife. Blacka, he was still on the phone, so he walked across to the other side of the road away from the kids. We are told that he walked across the road to go and urinate. Whilst Blacka was across the road, we are told that a grey Toyota Axio motor car passed Blacka and the children and it went up the road. The car, we are told, it turned and returned. It stopped beside Blacka. It is said that a hoodlum in the car then brandished a gun and opened gunfire at Blacka. Blacka was hit in the right side of his chest, in front of his 3 children. The car then sped off and the hoodlums, they made good their escape. The children, we are told, they frantically put their father in his Toyota Corolla motor car that was parked in the yard, and the 16-year-old, who no one thought could drive, he drove his father to the Savannah Lamar Hospital with his 2 siblings. We are told that whilst they were on way to the hospital, they hit a patrol and blew out a tire at a place named Hartford, but that did not stop them. They rimmed the car to the hospital, trying to save their father, but it was too late. On reaching the hospital, Headley Malcolm, also known as Blacka, he was pronounced DEAD. The police were informed and we are told that when they processed this crime scene, 3 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So, let me ask you something. Do you have any doubt whatsoever where this hit is coming from? Blacka was not robbed. So do you have any doubt? Well, if you have any doubt, I don't. Let me ask you something else. Do you think Blacka's wife can look these kids in their eyes and tell them, you know what? Wanna figure out the rest. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica.